As the forests of Lothlórien burn, the power of Nenya alone cannot withhold the brutality of the Witch King. With Amdir's kin on the brink of destruction, Sauron's gaze now turns towards Khazad-dûm. The mines of Moria should provide safe passage through the Misty Mountains, as our horde set out to pillage Imladris and reclaim the One Ring. The goblins who hold Moria will seed the dwarven halls, or be trampled underfoot. Hello my friends, and welcome back to our Mordor campaign in 30 Sort of War Divide and Conquer. It has been a little while, but I have brought back our special guest.
Hi!
2 episodes in a row, yes indeed, we did just come back from our vacation, which was a lot of fun. But we are now a little bit rusty. We don't quite know where we left off quite exactly. We were killing off the Elves, right? At Caras Galadhon. I know I was doing that. So the plan right now was to take the One Ring. Originally we were going to just go straight through Moria, the mines of Moria. And then go to Rivendell, but I kind of got distracted. I was like, we want to kill Galadriel, because she also has one of the 3 Elven rings.
Yeah.
Nenya. Yeah, we kind of forgot they had... I remember that. We wanted to make sure to kill the Elves in one turn, so they didn't get their Doom Stack. Which, you remember the Doom Stack?
Yeah, it's where they get better...
it's kind of like a last stand of the Elves.
Yeah.
They get like an army of 20 units, which is rather scary. It's kind of scripted in game to prevent certain factions being steamrolled into oblivion. But if you take it in one turn, then the faction is gone and they can't get any armies. They can get the army, but they immediately become a rebel army and they just don't really bother you anymore. Not as much. But then we kind of noticed, oh crap, they also have Akhnot-Yon, which is a problem because then we can't kill them in one go. We do know that Guldur is besieging Akhnot-Yon. Logically speaking, they should just completely attack it in the next turn because there's only a garrison of 1 unit. We don't know if they will do that though. So Zagar is moving north. It will take 2 turns. Caras Galadhon is under siege. There it is. Erubadron and Eruantien are holding it. I don't know those people. So we're going to attack it with the Witch King, but we'll have to wait until the reinforcements are there. Well, Zagar's army is at Akhnot-Yon, so we can take them all in 1 turn. And then we are moving up new troops, fresh armies, fresh Black Uruks, towards the north to replenish the men. Because after we take Caras Galadhon, after we kill the Elves, we do want to... Ooh, got some trolls in here as well. We do want to immediately move on the Dwarves of Moria. So, although it has been a while that we played, we have recently watched... Well, recently, today, watched the extended edition of The Lord of the Rings again. For me, it was the 4th or 5th time I've watched them. For my girlfriend, it was the first time.
Yeah.
You have watched the theatrical versions, which are quite a bit shorter.
You can say that.
Yeah. The extended edition is quite long, but in my opinion it does explain a lot of things much better.
I must say I understand the story better.
You also have a better idea, I think, of like the world now, the map, what's going on. Like, for example, what's this place again? Lothlórien. Oh man, here I am talking about understanding it, not catching the name. Yeah, like Galadriel, for example, and why she's important for us to kill from a lore perspective. You know, like, we hate her.
But now I do feel more empathy for the Elves, so I feel kind of...
Yeah, you like the Elves, don't you?
Yeah, I really do.
You very much do. I did get a comment, I think, from Anarian, who said that he's looking forward to when we're doing a good campaign, because you'll have a better time rooting for us. Now it's hard to root for evil. I'm going to end the turn now. We might get a Doomstack pop up now. We'll see.
What's the deck from a Doomstack?
What do you mean? How you know you get them?
Yeah.
There's 2 kinds of Doomstacks that spawn in the game. One is scripted for if settlements X, Y, A, B, C falls. For example, if Minas Tirith falls, the Gondor gets a Doomstack every time.
Okay.
There's also a Doomstack, which is when a faction goes below X amount of settlements, which is usually 3. If they go below 3 settlements, they get a Doomstack as well. So that's why I'm worried the Elves might get one, because right now they're below 3 settlements. They have an Akhnot-Yon and Caras Galadhon. So it's different. But most factions get the one if it's like, oh, you're below X amount of settlements, you get a Doomstack. It might be lower for Lothlórien, because they don't have many settlements to begin with. We'll see. For example, this is a message that signifies a Doomstack. Yeah. The last ride of the Rohirrim. That's something I didn't really take into account. We'll take it. Lórien wins. I don't think that's a Doomstick message. I think that's just a message to say, oh, Lórien's having a bad time. Yeah. But come to think of it, the Rohirrim Doomstack might actually help me Because they might take Adaras, or Matugaruk as we renamed it, from Isengard. I don't know where they spawn. They probably spawn in Helm's Deep, to be honest. They might put up a fight, the Doomstack, because a Doomstack of Rohirrim is quite scary. But I don't know where they spawn. We do have Shivus coming in. We'll see. But we didn't get a message for a Lothlórien Doomstack, so that's good. We'll check that later. Rohan doesn't like me. Well, that's a surprise. Alright, so Guldur took Akhnodion. So, per my immaculate calculations, Caras Galadhon should be the last elven settlement. So, let's probably go for it. You know, it would be easier to siege them out, just wait 11 turns. Yeah. But that's not fun. That's not fun. We want to kill them, especially because it's the last of the elves. Yeah. Over here, at least. There's more elves here, which is the Woodland Realm, which is where Legolas is the prince of. You love Legolas, don't you?
I like him, yeah.
You have a bit of a crush on Legolas.
Don't exaggerate, please.
You have a bit of a crush on Gimli, though. You like Gimli.
I like him because he's cute. But
because he's cute.
Yeah, he's small, like me.
That's true. They might get a garrison, though. Yes, they do get Elven Defenders. So specific settlements, when they get attacked, if they have a specific building, or in case of the AI, just specific settlements, they get extra Defenders. So these guys get Elven Defenders, which is something you didn't see before. When we looked at the army roster before, it just went till here. But now it's everyone. General, faction, they still should have a faction leader somewhere, which I'm not sure where he's hanging about. Where the hell is he? Don't tell me they've got another settlement somewhere. I'm not sure where. It must be in the field somewhere. Anyway, they get a bunch of Elven Defenders, which they're alright. 1017 is good, but there's only 75 of them. So they're stronger than my regular Black Uruks, for example, but there's less of them. This army actually does not have that much infantry. It's mostly archers and cavalry. I don't know what the settlement looks like, but let us find out on the battle map. But let's first save, because the game sometimes crashes. Alright, let's go kill some elves. Alright, so here we are. The Golden Trees of Lothlórien. Now, it's a bit of a weird settlement. It has walls, which is kind of, I don't know, out of place almost. It has a gate as well. I don't think the elves can take place here, although that would look absolutely amazing. So, although they might, maybe they can. No, I don't think so. We'll find out soon. But they can use their archers. I should have taken a better look at their unit roster, because we have actually got quite a few archers as well, so we might be able to just out-archer them, which is rather odd to out-archer the elves, of course. I'm thinking to put the ballista here, because it's a hill. They got a bit of a height. They can plop, I think, over the wall. Oh, yeah. They should have the range for it. I think, yeah, should be fine. We'll put the, let's first let the ballista do some of the heavy lifting, and then send in the rest of the men. I think that's a good idea. So we'll put the, oh my god, it's gonna be a bitch to put the troops here. We'll just stack them up. It doesn't really matter. Line them up. Come on. All together. Trolls. You two, you're gonna do wonderful. Trolls pushing a battering ram. Isn't that a cute sight?
Oh, lovely.
I love how it takes six of these beasts to push this little ram. It's not Grond, but... Alright, so, ballista, what can you do? Where are you, anyway? Where's the enemy? Oh, they're hiding behind the trees. Okay, they're pushing forward a little bit. Let's actually fast forward a little bit. If they come, I think, just a tad bit closer... No, I don't think we can hit him. We can hit the wall. Yeah. It actually doesn't count as a wall for some reason. We can hit the... No, we can't even hit the gate. Alright, I'll just march forward then. Doesn't matter too much. Doesn't seem like they have a lot of archers. These are spears, swordsmen. They're Darth Mauls, I like to call them, because they have like the double-bladed sword. Some archers over here. That's a general unit. I think those are Elbereth Sentinels. We've got Yavanna's Chosen over there, some more scouts, so 2 units of scouts. Oh no, these are actually... Oh. I think they're March Wardens, which are quite scary. So I see 3 units of archers. There should be 4. Yeah, another unit of Elbereth Sentinels. So 4 units of archers. Sorry.
No problem.
I just bumped your foot. Well, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, these guys are trash. These guys are actually better, I think, than... Elven archers, because I think they're armor piercing. Oh. Yes, they're armor piercing. So they don't care about armor. You can wear the fanciest armor ever. They don't care. They will just ram through it. Witch King. Sadly, the Witch King does not have a fell beast, which is like the dragon kind of thing here. He's just on a horse. Which is not quite the same. Alright, he's firing, but on what or who? If you could fire on the general, that'd be amazing. Who are you firing at? I may be a little bit rusty. I haven't played Medieval 2 in like a week, which is very long for me.
That's a long time.
For me, that's a long time, exactly. So what are you firing at? Let's press delete and follow his trajectory. Oh, doing some sniping shots. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Well, we're hitting something.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good shots. We shall burn the trees. Yes. Get a bit of a Sauron vibe.
It hurts.
Are you a tree hugger?
No.
You don't want me to hurt?
Fallen trees. I mean, how can you not like them?
Yeah, they're pretty. I know. They're special. There's a lot of lore behind the trees. I don't know exactly everything about them, but they are quite special. I think they're trees from Valinor, the Undying Lands, where they all travel to at the end of their lives. I think they're from there, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. Someone will correct me in the comments and be like, no, Izzy, you're talking about the wrong thing. Those trees are obviously something else. Well, they're not Ents, I can tell you that much.
I can see that.
You can see that because they're not moving. They don't talk. Thank God they don't talk. Alright, lads, keep on pushing. Actually, it might not be smart to put the temple wards first. Then again, they can't tank the most damage. Let's send everyone in. Bloody hell, come on, lads. I've had it with these elves.
Laddie.
What are they doing? I want to find on the other sentinels. Oh, that was a good shot.
Whoa.
Yeah, man. We're not the only sniper. Well, they're not the only snipers.
Oh,
they're marching forward. They're already firing. They got insane range. They're hitting the tree though. a bit stupid. Okay, we are spreading our archers out, as you can see. They're in loose formation, which is an option you can toggle, which makes them, better at dodging arrow fire because they're not as close together.
No.
It's kind of like how to avoid the coronavirus. Social distancing in the army. There we go. Keep our orcs healthy. We'll have no sickness in this army. But yeah, our arrows don't really hurt them that much. Maybe the Darth Mauls can take some damage. But then when these guys get firing, they will do a lot more damage.
Will they come through the gates?
They might. Sometimes the AI goes aggressive. Sometimes they don't. Kind of depends. Usually when they feel they have a disadvantage in terms of skirmish, oh god, they will push out if they think like, oh, they have better archers. Yeah. We're just, dead meat sitting here, standing still. They might push forward. They're trying to come through now. It's not quite working out though. They're bugging out a little bit. It usually happens with custom settlements, which are settlements that the modders made specifically for the game. They're fun to watch, and I love playing them.
Don't you have to send the
I'll send them
back?
The ram?
Yeah.
No, they're not going to destroy the ram. They can't. Only siege equipment can destroy the ram.
Okay.
So only a ballista or a catapult can destroy a ram, not the infantry. So the elven defenders are now rushing forward. They're going to get caught up by my elven... not elven. There are no elves in my army. Temple wards, which will do a very good job at killing them. The Darth Mauls, in the meantime, also taking a lot of damage. Yes. My favorite Sith
Who's the red one?
The red one? He's just bloodied. That's just blood.
Okay.
He's not special, he's just dying. Although that might be... Oh, there's 2 units of elven defenders. I missed that. God. I almost swore that, but...
Come on, Mordor. Oh, God.
Mordor. Murder. That's more like it.
Oh, the gates are closed now.
Yeah, they closed the gates behind them, which is rather annoying, because if they kept the gates open, we could run in there.
Yeah.
That's okay. Ah, look. The Easterlings are coming back. I remember the Easterlings from the movie, right?
The ones with the elephants?
No, those are the Sauron.
Oh, on the boats?
No, those are the Corsairs, which aren't really part of the mod. The Eastlings of Rhun. Remember the scene when Sam and Frodo are at the Black Gate and Sam accidentally trips? And he's like stuck?
Oh, yeah.
And remember the Golden Boys arriving, looking all
I do.
fancy-dancy that they are. One of my favourite factions in the game, Rhun, the Eastlings of Rhun. It's an area northeast of Mordor.
Yeah.
I fought them quite a bit in my Dale campaign, which you didn't watch, so you don't know. You should watch it. Everyone should watch it. Shameless plug. Oh, they're killing my... I'm rusty. But, you know, we're still winning. Just need to keep an eye on the timer. Oh, taking the walls. So we've lost 4%, they've lost 10%. So those are numbers I can live with. The math checks out. The Elbereth Sentinels are dropping, which is good. Although our ballista is running low on ammo. The trolls can drop the siege equipment. I really should have used my cavalry more. Oh, I'm so rusty. I can't believe it. Because the defenders that sallied out, they would have been like easy targets for my my cavalry, my horses.
Yeah.
Alright, but still, our halberds are quite efficient at killing elves. They are armor piercing as well. So that's the strength of the elves. They're very, very sturdy. They don't die as quickly. They don't have the same, you know, strength in armor as the dwarves do, for example. Especially these elves. The Noldor, which are the elves around the area of Imladris, Rivendell, the high elves.
Yeah.
They are better equipped. They have better armor. These are, you know, wood elves. They're still decently armored, but
less.
Yeah, it's a different level. Can't compare. Why can't these guys run through? What's up with them? Oh, they took the gates back? No, they didn't. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Alright, so we're just shoving our men through. You know what would be ideal in this situation? No. When you have like stalemate, both factions are pushing, you need to make some momentum, you need to create some space. You get some trolls and you just run them through their lines. It's beautiful. Always works. These guys are just crushing my archers. Holy bloody... Oh, and I got Lochinus Rim here. I'm so... So many mistakes. So many mistakes. Don't worry, lads. I'll get better again. Why are you laughing? You having some doubts? Do I hear some doubts on my left-hand side?
No.
Alright, where are the trolls? They have a cave troll. Oh, they're coming down the hill now. It was very nice to watch the movies again.
Yeah, true. Olé, for you.
Olé, for you.
Yeah, sorry.
Very Belgian way of saying that, yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I do have some Dutch viewers and some Belgian viewers.
They will understand me.
They will understand you as well, yes. Alright, these guys. Gurveleg. Oh, I thought they were March Wardens. I guess they're basically the same thing. I guess all these guys are March Wardens. I actually wonder where Haldir is. Remember Haldir? The guy that died at Helm's Deep?
The
elf, yes. The one with the long blonde hair. Well, most.
They all have...
Yeah, most of them do. Not all of them. Not all of them.
No, like Arwen.
Arwen has black hair. Elrond has very little hair, for example. He's rather bald.
The most of the elves.
Most of the elves. Imagine that, you know, being semi-immortal, you still go bald. You're like, you're for realsies.
Nightmare.
Nightmare, yeah. Absolutely. Ugh. Alright, don't be spooked now. We're gonna prop the Terror of the Witch King. Memories.
That scream.
It's good though. My god, these elves are working on my nerves. I'm gonna be so happy when they're dead. The thing is, they're already like very difficult. Oh, the wardens are actually running. They're already difficult to kill, but just wait until we start fighting the dwarves. They're gonna be even more annoying to kill. We need a lot of trolls then. But by that time, I should have. Oh, look at that, trolls.
Didn't the goblins have the Mines of Moria?
Yes, but in the movies.
No.
In the movies they do. But in the universe of this mod, the dwarves, it depends. If you're playing as any faction, the dwarves start in Moria. They hold Moria. Because Moria is split up in this game in two settlements. You have Khazad-dûm and Khazad-dûm West.
Yeah.
Which Moria itself is Khazad-dûm West, I believe. I might be wrong on that one. But if you're playing as the dwarves, you start on a quest as Balin. My cousin Balin will give us a royal welcome. Remember him, right? With an army from Erebor, which is the Lonely Mountain from The Hobbit, to reclaim Moria. That's your goal. That's your quest.
Oh, okay.
And if you can do it, you get Moria. Whilst if you're playing any other faction, the dwarves just simply start out in Moria. Their quest is successful.
Okay.
I'm kind of sending my guys around here to fight the sentries, but I don't know if it'll work out. This is a really tough fight, man. We are pushing through now, but just getting
It's
too...
getting better than last time. No?
Not really. I mean, last time was pretty horrible. We are winning in terms of like raw numbers and all that, but they're still very annoying, the elves. They just don't die. We're not that strong, you know. We're orc trash mostly. And my strength with this army, and most of my armies really, is my cavalry, which is where I excel, and the elves are very limited in terms of cavalry. There are some elf cavalry, but I don't even think these guys get any. Maybe some horse archers, but not that many. Whilst even other elven units or elven factions, they get very few. These things are doing bang up job. But in this settlement, I can't really run my cavalry through.
No, you don't have a lot of space.
Yeah, you need speed, you need momentum. The trolls are going nuts though. Look at them. Oh, they have a cave troll. No, no, no. They have 24 cave trolls. Oh yes, yes indeed. So, who was your favorite character from all the movies?
Advin, I guess.
You liked Arnor? She didn't really do much though. She was
No,
kind of there.
She's cool.
She's cool, I guess.
In the first movie, she does a lot.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
that's true. She does
like
the
her.
flooding of the Brunnen River and all that jazz. Yeah, that's true. Oh, the trolls are simply not dying.
Aragorn?
Aragorn, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I like him.
I don't know. I like Aragorn, but he's like so perfect. Like he can't do anything wrong almost.
What's wrong with a perfect man?
I know, but it's kind. I don't know.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
I understand, but yeah.
I have the same problem with Legolas in a way. Like he's too perfect of a character. Like he'll never make any mistakes or anything like that. Whilst realistically, people make mistakes, you know.
Yeah, true. But he's an elf, and yeah.
Legolas, you mean?
Yeah, I mean Legolas.
Not Aragorn. I mean, Aragorn has some elven blood in him, but. I think my favorite character would be Faramir, because he's exactly for the reason I mentioned. He's very human, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's also very cute with Eowyn.
Yeah. Actually, because you don't know that, so spoilers. After the Third Age, so after the events of the movie, Aragorn becomes king. Faramir is no longer, because he was technically steward of Gondor when his father died.
Aragorn came back.
Aragorn came back, he became king, so there was no more use for a steward. Well, there actually is somewhat use for a steward, because Aragorn, you know, when he's traveling or fighting, he's not there. And that's what Faramir does. He's a captain of Gondor. I think he also becomes like Lord of Ithilien, which is the region closest to Mordor, which is still Gondorland. Watch out, mind your ears. And he does, if I remember correctly, marry Eowyn.
I thought so.
Yeah, whilst Eomer becomes king of Rohan, because of course Theoden, he had a son, Theodred, but he was already dead in the beginning of the Two Towers. Never really saw him do much. Oh, there's some March Wardens over here. Yeah, they do look a little bit more fancy than those other guys, the Guthrin, whatever. Oh no, we lost one troll.
What's your time?
Yeah, we still have plenty. I just kind of want to start surrounding them. It's a little bit tricky. Choose my trolls and want to run through. Oh, they got...
Oh, they're shooting on you.
Yeah, those are the second unit of Velvet Sentinels. The one general is still alive. What am I talking about? So Eomer becomes king of Rohan because Theoden does not have a son anymore. Theoden died. What else happens? Legolas and Gimli basically become like best friends and start traveling together.
That doesn't surprise me actually.
Yeah, and they start doing stuff.
I like them. They're so funny together.
They are funny together. That's true. A bit of a comedic relief. And I think Legolas, he does become king of the Woodland Realm at one point, and the realms of Lothlórien and the Woodland Realm become one, because there's not that many elves left. Most of the high elves have left, like Galadriel, Elrond, all that jazz. They leave, but there are some elves left, mostly wood elves. The Witch King's having a good time slaughtering these lads. I'm sending in all my infantry. Actually, this unit's not really doing anything. And I think Legolas becomes king of like the United Woodland Realm, what are you going to call it? I do think they actually go to Valinor as well, and I think Gimli is allowed to go there as well.
Aww.
The Undying Land. Someone will definitely tell me in the comments. People are very knowledgeable about all the lore. I'm not, sadly. But yeah, I think they do. Oh, there's like 13 of them left. They're still shooting. They don't care. They're fighting in melee, shooting their bows at the same time. They actually killed someone. Oh my bloody hell, this is a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. They just don't die. They just do not die. They don't want to die. I mean, I respect that. But I hate it at the same time. I need my cavalry. Alright, get in the South Lancers. They'll do fine. I don't mind losing some of them. I'd rather keep the Temple Knights for now. Although Temple Knights would actually be better in this scenario. Temple Marksmen, you guys, get in melee as well. Come on. Trolls! Start slaughtering! I know you've already been slaughtering for 20 minutes, but keep slaughtering. Never stop slaughtering.
Why are these numbers red?
Because they're rapidly losing men.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like, when you're playing the game, you need to pay attention to a lot of things. So those things kind of stand out. Like this just means they're attacking, they're in combat. Sometimes it also shows like an arrow icon, like for example over here, it shows like an arrow icon for like a little bit. Yeah. That means they're under fire.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So they can take like, at a moment's glance, be like, okay, we need to move those units or take a look at those. So if you're a very good commander, like not me, then you can use that and make very quick decisions based on just that. That's what they call UI in a game. It's user interface. It's basically what connects what's happening in the game to how you're experiencing it as a person. And, you know, you need to make your UI as friendly as possible. And it's a very hard balance, especially in strategy games, to not overwhelm you with buttons, but to also give you everything you need to play the game as well as possible. Like, for example, a very useful button is the flash button, which does that, where I can see like, oh, okay, this red is evil, well,
yeah, in your
not really, in my eyes, yes. Green is us. Red is the enemy, green is us. That's very useful. This is a stop your current order, so if I'm like, hey, move that, but then I'm like, no, stop. They stop doing that. Withdraw just means you pull them back from the field, which we never do that. We're Mordor. We keep fighting till the very end. Loose formation or narrow formation. Running or walking, but that you can also use R for that. Everything has shortcuts as well. Guard mode, which basically means they don't chase down enemies. They fight where they're standing, but they don't push further than that. This is skirmish mode, which is only for archers. So you can be like, oh, not these archers though, not some archers. Be like, if the enemy gets too close, just run away. And this is fire at will, where you can be like, no, I want you to fire only when I explicitly tell you to fire, or just fire whenever you seem fit.
Okay.
I don't like to use the word fire in terms of archery, because they didn't have the fire as we think of it back then. You know, fire is used in cannons or guns. For archers, and I know they use that in movies and all the time, you know, fire at will. I think what would be historically most accurate would be loose. You loose your arrow. Or you draw your arrow, or shoot could also work, yes. Yeah. Or loose. Another thing that
doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, I know, fire sounds cool, you know, fire at will. But another thing that bothers me in movies is when they are doing archery, for example. It also happens in Lord of the Rings, especially in the Battle of Helm's Deep, where you have your archers all lined up, and you tell them to nook, which means put an arrow on your bow, draw, which means pull back the bow, and then hold. You know how heavy a bow like that is, especially a war bow. You don't just hold that. A smaller bow, sure, but you don't want to use that in war.
They're soldiers, so...
Yeah, but in the Battle of... And they kind of like that, the Battle of Helm's Deep. You remember the old guy that fires too quickly by accident?
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what happens then if I need to draw so long. You can't hold that. I'm gonna do another turret. There's only 5% remaining, so we can just mop up this. But I've been talking like crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm asking a lot.
No, that's okay. You're not even asking that much. I'm just going on a rant. Okay, the people have probably missed me. I would like to think so. Right, there we go. High March Warden Erubathron has fallen, so they can go with a bit of a rant. It's been crazy though. The moment, you know, I was gone for a week. We were gone for a week, and the channel has grown really rapidly.
Yeah, I know.
We were
very happy for you.
Thank you very much. I think I left. Well, I think I left on vacation.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday, and we were at. Oh, we killed the second general as well. I'm just quickly gonna finish this thought. We were at, I think, 2.8k subs.
I think so. Yeah.
Right under 3k. And now, today, we're at 3.5, which is absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'm going to round off the battle now. Let's take a look at the statistics. A clear victory. So they had less numbers than we did, but of course the elves. So
that's strong.
Yeah, the quality more than quantity. We did rather well, you know, we lost 644, which is 31%, so 1/3. Let's see who killed the most. The Temple War is actually killing a lot. Those are our Black Numenorians. The trolls, man, look at those numbers.
Oh, God.
For how small the unit is, they do so much.
I know.
So we definitely want to get these guys retrained, because they have weapon upgrades and they have an experience upgrade, so they're much stronger than they were before. And if we get them retrained, they'll get their numbers back. So we're definitely going to do that. Alright, let's jump back on the campaign map. There we go. Oh, he fell and then it was because there's 2 generals. Alright, so that should be the end of the Elves of Lothlórien. That's one of the 3 elven clans, quote unquote, slaughtered. Let's exterminate the populace. The Lord of the Galadhrim is dead. I don't understand it, because it said faction heir, not faction leader, right? The other guy was just the general, so I guess something bugged out. And that should be, yes, faction destroyed. Realm of Lothlórien. That is the 2nd faction we've destroyed.
Nice.
After Gondor, we've now taken care of the Elves of Lothlórien. They did play a big role, well, not a big, but they played a role in destroying Sauron in the Second Age, the Battle of the Last Alliance. The Wood Elves, they kind of led the vanguard. They were kind of the first to go up against us, losing a lot of their men. But yeah, at the same time, bothering us. And they shall bother us no more. So what we shall do now... I should really get a spy. That's what I should do first. Can I get a spy already? Yes, I can. What we're going to do now is march on the... Oh, crap. You're right. Actually, you were absolutely right.
Yeah.
You were not talking about the movie.
No,
you were talking about the game. The bloody goblins
but I
hold it.
wasn't that sure anymore. So
I'm sorry.
no
yes,
problem.
they hold it. They're allies as well, so I can't attack them because we have an alliance with them.
So they're allies.
Yes, I allied with them way back because I was like, oh yeah, sure.
Can't you just march through the mines?
Not in... well, I can't with the way the game is coded because it's in the hands of a different faction. I can kind of cheat move my armies to do that because, yeah, exactly, they're my allies. They're going to lend us safe passage, especially to kill elves. They hate elves just as much as we do. So that's really tricky. What we might be able to do is trade some of our land for Moria. They probably will never accept that in their lives, but if we can trade these 3 regions, but I kind of want to hold them myself, for both Khazad-dûms, that would give us safe passage. This is annoying. I completely forgot. And I don't really want to fight the goblins of Moria. I really wanted to fight the dwarves, to be honest. Let's take a look first. Let's demand Khazad-dûm West and Khazad-dûm East. As a gift, let's just ask for it. Let's see, if I just give you Caras Galadhon, would you take that? An elven capital. Very demanding. No, they will not accept that.
Where?
Yeah, it shows it at the bottom. Yeah. It's like the chance of success. Alright, what if we throw in Caras Galadhon, Edrican, and Limhe, which is the 3 elven settlements we took? Not even close. Because Khazad-dûm has a lot of income. It's a very wealthy settlement because, of course, the mines, exactly. Mithril, which hopefully they haven't destroyed those mines because we can't build them. Only the dwarves can build them. So hopefully they didn't destroy it when they took the city. I don't think they did, but I'll leave you the choice. Yes. Okay. Shall we take the peaceful route and just march our armies through them because we're allies? Or do we go to war and be like, Khazad-dûm belongs in the hands of Sauron the Dark Lord, and those goblin usurpers are not worthy of the settlement?
I like the peaceful option.
You like the peaceful option?
But...
I knew there was a but coming. There's always a but.
No, do you have enough income or money or whatever?
I can support my armies and I have spare cash to upgrade my settlements and get more troops, but a little bit extra cash is always welcome. I'll never say no if someone walks up to me in the street and be like, hey man, you want some mithril? I'll never say no to that.
And would you lose a lot if you would fight them? Or not?
Of my troops?
Yeah.
Goblins are really, really trash, especially compared to elves and dwarves. They're so weak. The morale is really weak. Like even like Nazgûl, if they just do like rap, then they're just that's my impersonation of the Nazgûl scream. They'll run straight away. Like they're pretty weak-willed. If Mordor has trash units, which are just quantity over quality, then Moria is even trashier, by far the trashiest faction. So I think it wouldn't be that difficult, to be honest.
For the future, would it be a problem if you...
I don't know. The Goblins of Moria are quite strong. I mean, their units are weak, but they're a large faction. They do hold a lot of terrain. I think what might be successful is taking both Khazad-dûms and still get a ceasefire. I think they might accept it, actually. Well, thing is, you still have some time, because first and foremost, we need to gather our armies. So, let's actually start merging some of the men. I kind of want to already get an army going. So what I'll do is merge some troops, which means if you have like 2 half-damaged troops, you can put them together and get like 1 healthy unit.
Yeah.
So we're going to get some healthy units. We'll send them towards the Witch King. He will lead the men. I think the Witch King army alone can take both.
I just want to say it's a very cute boat.
You think that's a very cute boat?
Yeah.
They're just trading, having a good time.
I didn't see it before, but I really like it.
The map is actually a lot more alive than you would think. There's just like trade caravans here, for example.
It's so cute with the horses.
Yeah, horse-drawn carts. Look at that.
And little villages.
Little villages as well, which we're all going to burn eventually.
Oh.
Look, there's the Mirror of Galadhon. You know, the one pool she looked in and saw Frodo's potential future. A dance guild? Let's destroy it. Yes, very nice. No more dancing in our realm. Elven stables, that can go. We don't need that. Doesn't bring us anything. We can retrain some men. Just gives them armor. Can we actually give the Look at his rim better armor? No, no way. It's probably just the weapon upgrade, which is still good. Don't get me wrong. Let's actually get the Witch King weapon upgrade as well. The trolls need to be sent home for retraining. We're not going to merge them. We're going to retrain them. Do I have... what are they called again? Olokai. I don't think so. Alright, let's send the armies north. We'll still take a little bit of time. Although, to be honest, I think I should be able to, like, piece together one army under the banner of the Witch King. Let's actually merge these guys, like, all the way. Which is not ideal, but it works. So let's raise a banner here. These guys are still healthy. These guys are very healthy indeed. Yes, with Ballista as well. This is already a pretty decent army. It's not a lot of infantry, but who needs infantry? These trolls need to go south as well. The Loch-in-As Rim as well. The Loch-Gamp-Rim probably as well. This requires a lot of like micromanaging, which I'm not good at all. We do have great beasts coming in, which is quite nice. I'm just too lazy to do it, to be honest. It takes a lot of time.
I know you.
You know me very well, yeah. I'm just very lazy. Kiridongol got some more black Uruks ready to go. Over here as well. I can send them over. So, once we get the spy, we'll take a look, but I think this army might actually already be strong enough. The orcs, or the goblins will run, like, super quickly from us. We do need to break our peace alliance.
Then I would go at war.
You'd go to war?
Yeah,
I think we're already... I kind of pushed... Actually, we have Shivus over here. I was keeping Shivus nearby in case Isengard tried anything, but we're not that far away from Isengard. I think I might just send Shivus north then. He can help out. It will take a fair bit of walking. Hope it doesn't run across the Mordor Doomstack. Isengard does not like me because I'm walking through the land, so we should get some defenses up here. Let's get a Carpenter's Hut. Yes, Morgoth can also train some units. We should get the upgraded barracks there. Yes, our culture has pretty much replaced the Dunedain influence. The Men of the West, Anumu. Oh yeah, that's that guy over there. Long story of how that guy got here. He's very lost. Oh yes, that also brings me to our renaming project. A lot of people got very attached to the name Gondor, so we're not going to replace that one. That one's here to stay. I did take a look at some previous comments, but I couldn't quite remember which ones we have used, which one we haven't used. For example, I had Thangorodrim by Pavel Satsovsky. I think I was keeping that one because it was the ancient mountain fortress of Morgoth in the Iron Hills, which is all the way up north, here-ish. But I think it would be a cool name for Moria. Thangorodrim. But I did come up with a name myself, as in I used the Black Tongue translator guide for Caras Galadhon, which is Z Forekaf, which means Black Forest, which I quite like. I know it's still golden here, but just imagine we've corrupted the fortress, the forest, and just made it evil. Captain Yagd, if you're going home. These guys, I want to keep some around. Is that a 86 ballista unit? Let's send them over as well. Oh, they go up to 90. There's still some Rohan land down south, so we don't want to get too complacent. We want to keep some units around. Some Nazgûl as well. Temple Marksman. Yeah, even like a battered unit of Temple Marksman are quite good. Now we get a spy. I think we should just end the turn there. Oh god, there's so much micromanaging to be done though. And I'm so lazy. Oh, I'm horrible. I know. Don't taunt me. I know. I was going to retrain them. Crap. Yeah, see, I'm not paying attention because I was about to retrain the Witch King, probably give him an armor upgrade. I haven't moved everyone as much as I can. Oh, this is why I'm not a good Mordor player. I'm very good at the early game, but I much prefer smaller factions.
Yeah.
I quite like the small scale warfare a lot more than having to like micromanage big empires. I don't like that. I hate it. Ugh. Which is why I'm also horrible when I'm playing Attila Total War, which is a historic Attila the Hun.
Yeah,
historic Total War at the end of the Western Roman Empire. One of the factions you could play as is either the Eastern Roman Empire or the Western Roman Empire. But you start out with like a massive empire that's like really in decline, and you're like in debt, and you're attacked on all sides, and just like so tedious, all the micromanaging. We're kind of reaching that point as well here. Tedious, too big an army, too big a realm. Let's get the Brawler's Pit, why not? Lothlórien is raised. Well, that's something new for us, eh? You already knew that. We did it. Oh, there's some dwarves here. Captain Gouda. Oh, I got the Mouth of Sauron over here. So I think Erui's still in the hands of the dwarves. I'm not gonna... Wait, what the hell are you doing in my lands? I kind of want to kill them, to be honest. Because they're up to no good. Oh, bugger. I just want to go take the One Ring. Why is everything a distraction? Everything's trying to distract me. Oh, Thranduil's Halls on the stage. Interesting. So that's the Woodland Realm. Probably attacked by the Orcs of Gundabad, which is all the way up in the north. I don't know. How many settlements do the dwarves hold? If they just hold Erui, I could quickly mop them up. If they hold more of the northern lands, though, they don't. Okay. Where's that general? Where's that faction leader? Oh, there he is. High Lord Gimlin, which is just discount Gimli. It's not Gimli, it's Gimlin. So I think I could actually mop up the faction relatively quickly. Kill Belly. Belly, that's his name. Yes, Belly. Kill Belly, who has a decent army, but no cavalry. We have cavalry, so we'll crush him. This guy is a bit scarier, although they're actually pretty trash units. They're just volunteers. Take Erui. The Dwarves of Khazad-dûm are dead. And then we march on Moria. You know what? Let's do it. We haven't fought any dwarves yet. We love fighting dwarves. I actually remember I got this one comment on YouTube like a couple of days ago, and this one guy really hated the dwarves. He was like, seriously, I hope you're gonna kill dwarves. I hate dwarves. I want to see you kill some dwarves.
Okay, so let's do it.
I don't remember who that was, but this one's for you. We're gonna slaughter some dwarves. We are neutral to them, but I mean, they're in our lands. They're gonna attack us either way. Mr. Belly. Bounce of Power is in the middle, even though he has like, it's a little bit more in our favor. Even though he's like half the men we have, but he'll die. So what are we facing? We're facing Belly, who should have Zenith Guard. Only 42 men.
That's probably very strong.
13 attack, 34 defense. These guys...
That's high, no?
34 defense. I think my Black Codex have like 10 or something. That is quite high. Yeah. Now you have Khazad Sentries, which is the regular spear and shield unit. Legion Hammer Guard, the two-wheeled big hammers. Oof. Legion Deeping Guard, which is just an axe and shield unit. Khazad Volunteers, which is a very low tier unit, pretty weak. Yeah. Legion Shield Guard, a very tanky unit, 26 defense, but a unit of 104. 116 Khazad Sentries, and then 2 units of Dwarven Travelers, which is a very poopy bow unit. You know, the dwarves aren't really known for their bows. They're more known for their crossbows, but even then, we're not facing any of them. Alright, well, let's save the game, as always. And let us kill some dwarves for the very first time as
Yay.
the Dark Lord of Mordor. Alright, here we are. Let's immediately start by using the ballista. Just sniper and that. Don't run. Oh, they're trying to run. Are they?
No, no, no.
They're just reforming the line. The line that was broken. It has been reforged. It takes more than an elven sword. Sorry. Just quoting the movie again. Having recently rewatched it though, you gotta keep quoting it.
I just can't remember the quotes.
Alright, can you do the "they have a cave troll" quote?
Mm.
You remember that scene in the Mines of Moria?
Yeah.
Boromir's like, "They have a cave." Give me your best Boromir.
They have a cave troll. No, it's way
That's
too...
pretty. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
Any other quotes? Where is Gandalf? For I much desire to speak with him. The Celeborn quote.
I'm not doing that one.
I love that quote. I can't
I
wait until we
know.
go kill Gandalf.
You said it like 5 times when we saw it.
I know. I just love that quote so much. All right. Look at that. They're doing like a shield wall formation, which puts them very close to one another, which gives them a lot of mass. Very hard to get cavalry charges to.
Big, strong dwarves.
Big, strong dwarves, but a very, very tasty snack for my ballista. Those guys all lined up nicely. Oh,
Yeah, it isn't that smart.
isn't that smart when you're facing a giant crossbow firing fiery bolts towards your face?
Oof,
Look at it.
oof,
Look at it.
it's
It
going
might
to
just.
hit
It might just
hard.
already hit. Oh, look at that. Oh.
Oh, shoot.
Yes, shoot is right. I would accept the term fire in this case because we are giving them
Yeah,
fire and blood. Oh, look at this guy. He's like, "Oh no, guys, hold the line, hold the line." How about you don't hold the line? You actually spread out a bit, you stupid dwarves. You're just food for the ballista.
Oh.
Yeah, then they're like just filling in the gaps, like some Spartan warfare, except they don't have pikes.
So this is a defense unit.
This is a very tanky unit. This is the Deeping Guard.
Okay.
It's actually kind of a mixed unit. They're both offensive and defensive. To put it like in very simple terms, they're like a mixed unit. These guys are very offensive. They don't have a shield. And then these guys, a shield guard, that's a very defensive unit. So these are the in-betweeners.
Yeah.
They're very good on the offense, very good on defense. These guys are excellent on the offense, not so good on the defense. These guys are excellent on defense, not very offensive. Alright, so we have our Witch King over here on the line there, on the flank. Move the
There's
other
so
cavalry.
few of them in comparison to you.
Yeah, but yeah, again, like the elves, they don't care much about
Yeah.
quantity, they very much care about quality. But they are getting shot now. So let's send forward our infantry so as to protect our archers. We only have 3 units of infantry, which is very low indeed. These guys are just getting crushed. Look at that numbers drop from 31 all the way to 9, 8, 6. Now they're trying to run back, which is a mistake. They're going in both directions now. They're like, oh, we need to fight there, we need to fight there. They're just getting split up.
Chaos.
Chaos, yes, and they already have a very small army. If you split them up even more. Do you know the name of the mod? The sub-mod we're using? Well, no. It's actually a mod now. It's no longer a sub-mod. So we're playing the game Medieval 2 to the War, which is the base game. And then it's a mod called Third Age to the War.
I know that.
And we're playing Divide and Conquer. That's the name
Yeah.
of the... At first it was a sub-mod, now it's a fully proper mod.
Oh yeah, DAC.
DAC, yes.
Yeah.
Divide and Conquer, which is something you do a lot in this game. Which was a principle from
The
Machiavelli.
Roman Empire? No?
No, not really. It's from
I remember
Machiavelli.
it from history.
Yeah, it's from
but-
Machiavelli, Il Principe.
Oh no, from culture.
The Prince.
Yeah.
And it's basically a guideline, political / military guideline on how to win.
Yeah, I know him.
You know Machiavelli. And
I
he
know,
had the
yeah.
principle of divide et impera. Divide and conquer.
You know, I had this one course, culture.
In school, yes.
Yeah, and we learned a lot about politics, so...
Now you learned Machiavelli. Yes.
Yeah.
Machiavellian tactics are still used quite a bit. Oh yes.
Yeah, we learned about politics, so not about the...
Not about warfare.
Yeah, indeed.
Not about orcs killing dwarves. Or actually more dwarves killing orcs at this rate. Witch King, charge! My other cavalry's doing jack shit, just gonna enjoy these charges way too much. Boom! That's a nice shield you got on the front there. Maybe you should get one on the back as well, you dumb asses. Why did I split it up? Dumbasses. You dumbasses. Let's cast out sentries over there. Look in his rim. Get them. Do not let them flank us. We're the ones doing the flanking here. The dwarves are also very slow.
Yeah, they're...
We dwarves are natural sprinters. Wasted on cross-country. They don't really have a sprint. They do have a kind of a sprint mechanic because they have a decent charge bonus. So they do a lot of damage on the charge. If they charge a unit, they get a bit of extra mass, extra punch, extra oomph, as I like to call it. Oh, I need to tell that ballista, yes, oomph, to stop firing because it's killing my own units, which I don't... Oh my god, that was actually a really nice shot. The Lokin's Rim coming in hot. These guys think they're charging us, but we're charging them, eh? Boom. Oh yes, they're regretting every decision that led to this point in their life. They're not having a good time. Even though my archers are shooting my own units. Please stop firing. You're not helping as much as you think you are. Oh god, the Witch King's actually taking a little bit of casualties there. Bring in the Variag Lancers. Men of the South. They're not quite the same as the Elephant people though. Yeah, the Men of the South are usually the Haradrim.
Yeah. The
Elephant people. The troops from Khand are still a different faction. But in the movie they're kind of blended in together. Like Rhun and Harad. So the Elephant Men and these things are also kind of blended in together. Kind of become one big mush, which is a change I don't really oppose, you know. Otherwise it'd be too complicated to have like, oh, they're a different faction and they're not quite the same guys, although they quite look...
It's already so difficult.
Yeah, they look similar. They're both evil men, but they're not quite the same, and there's a lot of different history there. Man, those shield guards just don't die. They're just too angry to die. They just don't care. Alright, they're completely surrounded. There's not much else I can do. I mean, I can keep charging, but... That's the thing with dwarves as well. They don't rout. They really do not. The goblins would have already started running now at this point when they're like surrounded like this, for example. Like these pockets of dwarves. The dwarves don't care. They keep fighting.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, good on them, I guess. My orcs would do. I can't speak anymore. My orcs would do the same if they weren't under leadership of literal Satan, the Witch King. They would also run, but we got good leadership. The Witch King is now rank 3. So he's got his max attack, except for the weapon melee bonus, which we should still get. I really can't speak. It's currently pretty late.
Tired.
Yeah, I am tired. What is it? 10:30? 11:30. Oh god, it's really late. But I really wanted to get this video done today, so I can upload it tomorrow, which is Sunday. We're back from Saturday, so was out for a week. Now we're back, and you'll join me for many more videos. For now. Ballista. Maybe fire on the hammer guard because they're not dying in any other fashion. But yeah, now that we're back, I'm gonna try to stick again to my daily upload schedule. We'll see how that works out. That might prove to be a little bit difficult sometimes. But I mean, I'll definitely be more active than the past week.
Yeah.
Where there were no videos at all, which I didn't warn you for. I didn't mention it a lot of times, and I still got some comments being like, "Hey, where's episode?" What is it, 16, I think, of Mordor?
17?
17?
No, 16.
You know it better than me, probably. Oh, Ballista, stop firing. I'm going to hit the Witch King. Alright, mind your ears. Please run, route. Where's the Zenith Guard, actually? I haven't really spotted them. Are they in here? No, I don't quite know. The General, the Zenith Guard. I don't quite know where they are. Oh, what is going on? My micro skills are just non-existent. They don't exist. Oh, there's the Zenith Guard.
Oh, there it's
8.
Oh, okay.
Where's the General? He should look a little bit different. There he is. I think, the one with the two-hander.
Yeah, they're slow.
Look. Look what appears along the horizon.
Ooh.
The Lokin's Rim. The Cataphract of the East. Not the Yeast, the East. Cataphract of the East would be pretty lackluster, I think. There they come, you see? They're a bit slower compared to their Variag cousins. I really should pay more attention to the rest of the battle, but this is just too epic. Come on, charge! Stop running! Oh, they're gonna charge next to him. No, hit them! Yes, yes. No, we got him, we got him, we got him. Boom! Oh, yes. Oh, beautiful. Alright. Witch King, get the hell out of here. You're taking a lot of theirs. There's bloody shield guard. Just do not die.
They don't give in.
They don't give in. They don't give up. They just don't want to go. They're bloody annoying. Alright, lads, come on. Come on, boys. There we go. The arrow fire is actually doing more damage than anything else. But sadly, our temple marksmen are out of ammo, the armor-piercing ones. So our regular arrows don't pack quite the same punch as opposed to an armor-piercing shot. So I'm just going to sandwich them with horses. A horse sandwich. Might be delicious. I don't know. I've never eaten horse meat. You have.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it. I've never eaten it. It's very normal in Belgium to eat it. I know in some countries it's like really, what? You eat horse? Yeah.
Yeah, but here are also people that don't like it, you know. When
Yeah, but not as much. It is mostly like accepted.
Yeah, true.
If you like go to England and you're like, hey, we eat horse, you'll get like a lot of weird glances. Man, this army is really annoying to kill, man. Whew. I'm not looking forward to
More?
fighting that other big army.
Oh yeah.
But those are weaker units. Like, what the hell, man? Just give up. Just die.
But I think you're doing good. If I
Yeah,
we killed
87%. We lost 38. We lose a lot of units just because we're Mordor. You know, our units are just not that good. It's a fact of life. These cousin sentries are also surprisingly sturdy. It's just this army didn't have enough infantry to really be effective. If we had more halberds, we would do better.
Yeah.
Because halberds are armor piercing, and these guys have a lot of armor. But yeah, so be it. Not a whole lot to do about that. Get those bloody sentries. Come on, lads. Who's still firing? Stop firing. I don't want to fire. Who are you? Oh, you're a Black Hooded Archer. I didn't even know you had you. I completely forgot about their existence. Alright, the Witch King is taking care of that general there. Whose
He's
name
so lonely.
I forgot. Oh no, Belly. Belly was his name.
Belly.
B-I-L-I, Belly was his name. Alright, 41, mind your ears. 33. The charges work, even though there's spears. But okay, they're starting to finally drop. They're getting wounded, they're getting tired.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
exhausted.
Yeah, just like yours truly. Don't worry, I'll get some sleep soon.
Yes.
But first, we must slaughter the dwarves. I think out of all the nations that we're about to destroy, the dwarves will taste the least good. I think elves will be the tastiest, the yummiest.
Yeah.
Why do you look at me like that? We're orcs, we eat people. We love man flesh, for example.
It feels wrong to talk about.
Cannibalism?
Yeah.
It's not cannibalism though, because we're different species.
But still.
And, you know, if we eat man flesh, it makes sense to think we also eat, you know, dwarves. And oh, they're actually running. Look, they're running. Oh, because there's like nothing left. Wouldn't it be so weird to think that we also eat dwarves and elves? And I think elves would be tasty, because elves are like really like perfect in every aspect. Ah, there we go. Belly has fallen. Belly shall fill our bellies, yes. So, you know, they'd also be very tasty. I think dwarves would be a bit tough to eat.
Yeah.
I don't know, for some reason I think they taste like pork. And elves would taste like chicken.
I don't know.
No, I just really like chicken.
I don't think about it.
You don't think about it?
No,
Alright,
no.
I'm sorry. Okay, we can think about our victory though.
Yeah.
So 16,000 of us. We lost 575, so about 600, which equates to 1/3 of our army. But we have killed 100% of them. They came with 950. We killed 950. They returned with 0, nothing left. So that's the main. Well, not really the main, but I think it's the second to last general.
Okay.
So there's still that one captain army over there, and then there is Erui. So let's go back on the strategy map and see what we can do about them.
Yeah.
And there we go, some prisoners. Let's execute them. I don't even need to ask for your opinion anymore, because I know what you're going to say. Kill them all. And we get them sacked, which just means we get a little bit of money. Alright, so we have that army to take care of. There's a diplomat here, we don't care about him. And there's Erui here, which is basically useless. Blah, 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 blah. I do have a Nazgûl here, I have Ganaltan. I could take Erui with like a very small force, I think. Yeah, should be fine. I could immediately move on Captain Gura. Hang on a second, where's my spy? Where is he? I trained a spy, right?
Yeah, you did.
And I moved him. And I can't see him anymore. Am I blind? I must be. He should be somewhere. Oh, I sent him... No? Yeah, I sent him here. Yagdush. Alright, I'll just use the Might of Sauron to check. Alright, what have we got over here? Volunteers, volunteers. They're not led by a general, so the morale's pretty low. Probably travelers, sentries, Hithyglir beast hunters, dwarven laborers, which is like the lowest class. Some Erebor infantry, which are decent. And then like one elite unit, Blacklock engineers. They're quite good. They use crossbows.
Yeah.
And they're pretty strong, you know. So I think what we'll do in the next episode, because we're going to round it off now, is send in the Witch King, take down Captain Gura, perhaps we'll wait for reinforcements. I don't know where they'll move. I think they'll move to Erui. We'll see. But then we'll mop up the Dwarves of Khazad-dûm. So that's a pretty nice achievement, even though, you know, I would have loved to fight them in Moria, to fight them in Khazad-dûm itself.
Yeah.
Sadly, not an option. The orcs, the goblins beat me to it. But we can still crush them, and then we'll move on towards Moria, towards Khazad-dûm, kick out the goblins, take those lands and those mines for ourselves, and then we have secured our passage towards Rivendell. I did want to take the ring a long time ago already.
I know.
I know, yeah, it was my goal, just gather an army, you know, 3 Nazgûls, 3 full stacks, just march on Rivendell, take the ring, get back home.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, easy as pie, didn't really work out, because I got distracted, we got distracted. Slaughtered some elves, slaughtered some dwarves, gonna slaughter some goblins, gonna slaughter everyone until we get the bloody ring. But I mean, yeah, we don't want to make it easy on ourselves, right? We want to keep it a challenge.
Yeah.
Keep it fun, keep it exciting, keep it difficult, most of all. How are we looking right now, actually? We need to hold 80 regions in total. We have 400 turns in total to achieve that goal. We have done 95 turns, and we already have 34 regions.
Okay.
So we're on track. We're on track, yeah, absolutely. Rarely do you need 400 turns. I think most of my campaigns are about 150 turns. This one will take longer, absolutely, because 80 is by far like the largest victory condition out of every faction. But, you know, playing as Mordor, world domination is our goal, and 80 regions is a very large chunk of the map. But yeah, that's that. So next episode we'll crush the dwarves. If you guys have any recommendations of names for Limhere, for Edricon, I'll go again through the comments, and I think I read most of them. There were some recommendations for the Hornburg, for example, but we won't take that anytime soon. Which is Helm's Deep, which we don't have because Isengard hasn't. We'll also go to war with Isengard very soon. I think they might actually try to attack Shivus. Shivus, get your ass in gear. I don't want you to get attacked. Oh, they hate me even more. Yeah, I think Isengard, because we're not allied to them.
No.
No, we're not. I never wanted it. I always said no. So I think Isengard will attack us soon, so we need to be very much prepared for that. I very much would like to have the One Ring by then, but yeah. We'll see. Anyway. This was episode whatever, 17, 16, I don't know. 16, doesn't matter, because I'll be back tomorrow with a new one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. And with that said...
Yeah, see you next time.